A big, wonderful morning to all that is watching Flip TV from Nigeria and also in the diaspora. Okay, a big thank you, welcome. Thank you for subscribing to Flip TV. We are judged one of the best TV online platforms in Nigeria that gives the ordinary Nigerian a voice. Okay, let's move over to newspaper headlines. This morning, I have with me my wonderful reviewers here with me. This morning, I have Mr. Matthew, I have Mr. Raphael, I have Mr. Kule, and others are on their way. We have a GoFundMe account. We want you to help contribute to that account so that we can upgrade our equipment and facilities to give you a better viewing experience. Okay, let's move over to newspaper headlines. This morning, I am Sisi Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the news stand. I have with me the Punch newspaper, and I also do have the Nigerian Tribune. Above the masthead of the Nigerian Tribune, Nigeria to suffer from inequitable vaccine rollout. Federal government. Nigeria to suffer from inequitable vaccine rollout. That's from the federal government. 3 die in Akwa Ibom State. Nigeria to suffer from inequitable vaccine rollout as 3 die in Akwa Ibom State. That's from the federal government. Cholera, 60 die in FCT. 300 hospitalized in Bauchi, 60 die in FCT, 300 hospitalized in Bauchi. Below the masthead, 3% for host communities will cause crisis in Niger Delta. That's from ex-Bayelsa governor. 3% for host communities will cause crisis in the Niger Delta. That's from ex-Bayelsa governor. Who's that person? Siraki Dixon. Abuja Municipal Council caution on 100,000 naira generator tax. Abuja Municipal Council caution on 100,000 naira generator tax. Oyo government willing to apply for takeover of Ibadan Airport. Oyo government willing to apply for takeover of Ibadan Airport. The main headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning: Igboho remanded in Kotonu prison faces immigration offense trial today. Igboho remanded in Kotonu prison faces immigration offense trial today. Wife released on bail. FG yet to file extradition charge. Wife released on bail while the federal government yet to file extradition charge. Why federal government's extradition request is invalid, can't be granted. Why FG's extradition request is invalid, can't be granted. That one would be interesting for you to read up on the Tribune this morning. Nigeria takes delivery of 6 Super Tucano aircraft. Look at the picture. Nigeria takes delivery of 6 Super Tucano aircraft. 4 policemen, 2 others killed at checkpoints in Enugu. That's not a good story. 4 policemen, 2 others killed at checkpoints in Enugu. Police kill 1 bandit, rescue 11 in Zamfara. We did more of that. Police kill 1 bandit, rescue 11 in Zamfara State. Don't lie against me to mislead electorate, Buhari tells politicians. Don't lie against me to lead electorate. To mislead electorate, Buhari tells politicians. Only 7 out of 5,439 medical labs in Nigeria meet international standards. Only 7 out of 5,439 medical labs in Nigeria meets international standards. That's from the regulatory agency. That is wow. About the matters of the Punch newspaper this morning, our main headline on the program today: we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells court. Carry that up on the Punch newspaper. Malami responded to the court. And said that we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells court. Cooking gas price soars to 500 naira per kg. Cooking gas price soars to 500 naira per kg. Retailers, consumers lament. Don't ascend PIB. Fresh hostilities loom in Niger Delta. Don't ascend PIB. Fresh hostilities loom in Niger Delta, says Dixon. Suspended MPA boss appointment has been terminated. Suspended MPA boss appointment has been terminated. That's Buhari's affidavit. COVID-19 testing stops in 13 states. Delta variant hitting unvaccinated Nigerians. COVID-19 testing stops in 13 states. Delta variant hitting unvaccinated Nigerians. Testing fell by 29% in 3 months. Federal government cries out as dangerous strain spread fast. Nigeria receives 3,024 100,000 Oxford AstraZeneca doses next week. State lists testing obstacles. Put Nigerians on red alert. Delta strain can spread the community for election. The Punch this morning is talking about the Niger Delta, the Delta COVID Delta variant, the COVID-19 Delta variant. Cultists attack Ogun APC campaign, kill 2. Cultists attack Ogun APC campaign, kill 2. 68-year-old lecturer man 60 arraigned for alleged defilement of underage girls. Lagos NURTW generates 133 billion, over 123 billion annually reports. Let's move over to our wonderful review this morning. We have a new person on the blog. Good morning, my brother. Your name, sir?
My name is Collins.
Mr. Collins. Okay, Buhari has said, don't lie against me to mislead electorate. Buhari tells politicians
that they should not lie against him to mislead electorate. Which, if I can understand, electorate has to do with
the masses.
The INEX.
Nigerians.
Okay, the Nigerians. Okay, the electorate.
Yeah.
Okay, people that elect them. Okay. They should not lie against him.
Politicians should not lie against electorate so that to mislead Nigerians.
Sir, with all due respect, the truth is this. Buhari don't have anything to now back up himself. Truth is one thing that can never hide himself. Yes, Buhari is a political, sorry to say this on air, but the way it is now pinching us, Buhari is a political gambler. He mislead the electorate. Yes, he came initially as a messiah. He came as a sheep. But later, when he now got the power, we now saw that this is not a sheep. This is not who he claimed to be.
Who did he claim to be?
Initially, when he came for the first tenure, the slogan he used for us, he said it is change. And everybody was chanting it, change, change. Let's change from the PDP governance. Let's change, these people are this, they castigate them. That is coming with a change. And everybody supports, everybody build, counts on him as the electorate. Everybody, even the layman on the streets. Even to the extent, my grandfathers in the village, everybody were saying, yeah, Buhari is back. People were counting this, okay, PTF, during military regime, it is Buhari. That is Petroleum Trust Fund. After all these things, when finally he got the power, he says change. Now we don't see the change. Rather, what we see is another side of change.
What side of change?
Everything is getting worse. There's inflation of many things. Everybody is suffering. No circulation of money. The layman cannot even longer take care of himself. Look at even common, the one that baffles me in a country like this that is embedded, a country like this that have good natural resources, a country like this that is wealthy, endowed by Okuka Biama, that Jehovah, Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth, with natural resources. Pure water, pure water, pure water. Later is sold at the rate of 20 naira, 50 naira. Nigeria, pure water. In Buhari dispensation, Gari that our mothers, grandmothers fry in the village. That even when we travel sometime to the village, when you want to come back to the city again, they will overload you with Gari. They will say you have machete, you have machete. You will say no, no, no. Oh, the load is too much. Gari now, Penta of Gari now. I say in Opik Estate, enter Opik Estate. Penta of Gari is 1,500 naira. Go and confirm. Come on, my 12 here, the food stuff is cheap. Ketu market here, Gari Penta is 1,200 naira. So how is he not, how can you tell me that he didn't deceive the electorate? He didn't deceive those that put him in power. We are the one that put him in power because it is our franchise that brought him to power. What is franchise? That is the right to vote and be voted for. So he thought he's smart, he deceived us and we vote him. Then from that is first tenor because of time limits. Okay, when he now discovered, he said he didn't deceive the electorate. When he discovered that the change cannot take place, second tenor, he came with another sense. He said let's level. because he failed the first exam. He couldn't change what he said he will change. Now, as you know, every child in school that is very good in exam malpractice. I could remember those days. If you catch a child now doing exam malpractice with book, you understand? I could remember some children are very, very calculative. They will go in the under their locker. They will create small thing you will not know. From there, they will be releasing it. The invigilator will check. So Buhari know he fed from change. And he's not thinking, how do I redeem my image of change? Because I didn't change it. The first teller, he now brought another idea. Next level. And what's the next level now? The next level and highest level of sufferness. Nothing is going. Look at the youth languishing. In which regime, which president regime have you seen this kind of condition? Youth, no working opportunity. The graduates are languishing. They will come and talk to us, the old men in power. They are deceiving the electorates, deceiving those that exercise their franchise. The old men that are supposed to now to be playing with their great-grandchildren at home, and the youth will be coming back and give to daddy, you're taking care of your grandchild. But they are the ones still pushing it to the power. Why the youth that they are just languishing?
What have the youths done against this kind of?
The youth have done a lot to make sure, but because they have the power, yes. I have attended various youth empowerment by youth, not by old men, no. Because a father can no longer tell me that it's brain. There's one thing about brain. Sorry, this is forebrain. This one receive information. This is middle brain. Forebrain receive it and take it to middle brain. If you study your biology very well, then middle brain now take it to hindbrain. Here is hindbrain. This is where the life is. This is why you now store information. You store it in the hindbrain. Yes. The youth have done a lot to empower us to talk to us. Most of us you see talking like this. We have prominent youth that have talked to us. Not all these old men. Old men, they don't empower youth. What they do is they brainwash us and use us to deceive us during the election. Cause problem, constitute nuisance. So the youth have done so many things. I so much thank God. There are so many NGOs coming out from churches. There are some coming from mosques. There are some, they organize themselves, they look at it, they said enough is enough. Sorry, I don't supposed to mention this on air. In Nigeria, it's only in Buhari government. Protest is not a crime. Protest is not a crime. But I became sober because I witnessed it. And I cannot tell my children lie because I'm there. It's in my own dispensation it happened. Protest, when I say protest, when they talk about NSAS, they didn't say it's violence. Because I'm asking of what the youth have done. So, youth use that avenue to express that we are youth. Shall they say youth is the backbone of every society. But due to the intimidation, the way the youth, in fact, the massive intimidation of the youth, that is why youth now came up. They came up with a peaceful demonstration. But these political gamblers hijack it. I'm telling you the truth. They went to those that are illiterate and use it as a violence. But a very reasonable youth, sir, just like you now interview me, you are a youth. You can never cause anything problem here. Because why? You are learned. And there are millions of us now in the street, learned. So when they see the learned ones trying to voice out the truth to them, they don't do it. Because they have sold their soul and they've hidden their heart.
Okay,
so they gamble with us.
We have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells courts.
That
we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government is telling courts.
They didn't stop Nigeria.
Yes.
At some more time, I'll still make reference to what you asked me. Did you see it now? You still come back again. You are the one saying you didn't stop Nigeria from using Twitter. And the same thing, the so-called Minister of Information. The lying Mohammed, the way he call himself, they call himself lying Mohammed. He still come out boldly. They stop Nigerians from using Twitter. Yes. They did. Now I was so surprised. They did. They said they are using it now in abusive word. Yes, it's media. You know, some people don't understand the concept of media. It is not every word you use in media. You must be cautioned. You understand? And I still maintain my stand. Those people they pay to cause it is the same people causing it. Sir, the way you are a learned man. You cannot say rubbish in the media. They should tell themselves the truth. You cannot just pick your Android phone and type rubbish. It's the same people. They are political gamblers. They will go and deceive them, tell them do this, do this. They will not attribute it as youth. They say to you, they will tell you, lie low. Don't show yourself. From there, they will not pick it up. But when they don't expect that this issue of media will come to this extent. That's why now they are pulling their head. That's the truth.
So what's the way forward as a young Nigerian?
Yes. The way forward as a young Nigerians now. Every young Nigerian here listening to me. No man, no young Nigeria is born to be inferior. What will make you remain poor and make you remain answerable to another man is because of what we call inferiority complex. You look at yourself that you're inferior. Let me use myself as an example. One day I woke up to my oga, no matter the escort is carrying. I walk with Lasana water. He carrying escorts, mobiles. I told him something. I said, sir, I saw one of your written, one of your book, and you educate me. You talk of high esteem and low esteem. Sir, I'm happy. Yes. The depot is here. The factory is there in Opik, Ogun State. I walk up to him. On my way to turn back, he said, come here. Who are you really? I said, sir, I am a nobody. I'm working under you. You are feeding me. But the truth shall be told. So the way forward, please listen and listen very attentively. Don't feel inferior as a youth. And whenever you find out yourself, deem it that you are passing through process. And if you don't pass through process, you cannot become what you will be. You understand? So the way forward, youth, please be yourself. And I would advise you, come. It is right, or it's your franchise. Come during the election. Don't allow anybody to come to you in one corner and give you money. I know. They know the targets. This is their target, sir. They will staff everybody, staff most especially the youth. Then when campaign come now, they will not release the money during election and give it to the youth. Because you'll be hungry. You know the worst thing that can happen to you is to be hungry. Now when they not give you, you now said they give you money. Because of that hunger, you collect, you now sold your birthright. Remember in the Bible, Jacob's porridge. Yes. Please, the youth, don't do that.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's the way forward. Stick to yourself and be who you are. And whatever thing you're doing now, think about the future. That I am doing this to learn, to pass, so that I will be gold. Gold become gold, and we're wearing gold, we like gold. And when they tell you the fullness of fire that go past before it become gold, okay, you will turn back. But never you turn back. Face the challenge. The end should be your expectation.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You don't talk to me. Mr. Kule, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Good to be here again, and good to see you.
Okay, let's look at what the young man just now about the young Nigerian or Nigerian youths. Do you have anything to add to that?
I think I follow part of the speech, majority of what they said here, and I really concur. I concur with it, because this is a country that your leaders, they benefited from Nigeria right from when they left school, when they left secondary school, like the president we are having now. Before he was enlisted into Nigerian military, he has never gone through any hardship as he is now. And he has been living on Nigeria since he became a military man till this present day. So what is going on within the youth is, majority of the youths are so unfortunate. We are very unfortunate in this dispensation. Now, even the military, our president, the military joined them. Now it's even like a tall order for you. You cannot join military anyhow if you don't have right connections. You could see the recruitment of the Navy they did the other time. They favor some, section than the other section. There was a brother of mine. He said when he saw the list, the majority of the list are filled up of northern, because who is the chief of naval staff? The northern man. So I pity the youth, and thank God World Bankers is crying out on our behalf now that this is the worst crisis, unemployment crisis Nigeria has ever had. The worst unemployment crisis. If you can beam your camera around, look at even the youths around here. Majority of them are not engaged. Majority of us are not engaged. But we still look for a way to engage ourselves, to have our own handsmates. But the way these leaders are, they are disconnected from us. They don't even know they're suffering among the youth.
Okay, federal government says that we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government told the court they have not stopped. I've
known this government right from onset that they speak with double mouth. This is the same government that said they will prosecute Pastor Adeboye, that they will prosecute Pastor Kumoyi for defying their order of banning, they defying the order of banning Twitter usage. And these guys, clergymen tweeted that they cannot afford to use their Twitter because they have their churches all over almost 100 countries on the earth. Now they are sinners. We say, this shame, no, they catch these people. When you vomit, you talk something, you vomit them, and now you can't say no. And no be me talk am, no be me talk am, and no be me talk am. How did the international community want to take you serious? You banned Twitter. The whole world knew that Twitter was banned in Nigeria, and that time you said you are going to prosecute the people that use that Twitter after the ban, who were Pastor Gio Adeboye and the other man, Pastor Kumoyi. That is when you know that these people, set of leaders we have, they are not meant to be. They are not meant to be. Because you said something yesterday, you remember what Ali has, Muhammad Ali, Parkinson disease. So I think we should be careful. That is why anybody that wants to be your leader now, there are psychiatric hospitals around. Let them submit themselves for, somebody said it one time, Fashola. Who said it? Was it Fashola? Yeah. That anybody that wants to be president or leader in this country should submit himself for psychiatric tests.
Let's look at our hospitals now. Only 7 out of 5,439 medical labs in Nigeria meet international standards. Let's look at hospitals now. How do you take
I think that should be a wake-up call for the Mr. President himself, that every 2 weeks or 2 months, he carry his luggage, jet up to London for medical treatment. You can see what is coming out now. You cannot fix up the medical sector in your country, and you are proud to be going to UK and thank God the Nigerian in diaspora, Nigerian UK, they are aware now. Anytime their president comes to UK, they have a way of chasing him back. They did that the last time. If I were in London, I will instigate that my president go home and fix the medical sector, your sector of this country. When they are sick, they jet out. They can afford to jet out anytime. But when the common man is sick, his life is at risk. It's either he died or see, there are a lot of things I've witnessed in this country, and we have to be speaking out. I was in a clinic, my son was sick, he inhaled what's it called, generator, due to their lackadaisical misrule that they could not get us NEPA, 24 hours NEPA. The fume of generator entered my son nose. I rushed him down to what's it called? Ifakoja General Hospital there. When we got there, it took me extra effort to get the attention of CMD because everything there was total in disorder. I have to cry out, say this child must not die. I was so lucky. They admitted my son. There was oxygen. They passed oxygen on his nose. But the second woman that was the second woman that came with such case, the child could not survive because they just saw him as a voiceless woman, that she had no voice for them to head, and she lost that child. So is that a country? Is that a country that you rely on the medical, what's it called? And the people that fail to fix up the health facilities in this country, if they escape the consequence, their children will not escape the consequence. I said it. It's not that I'm saying negative word to them, but it's a negative word they've already created for themselves. If you escape, that you can go London for medical checkup, you can go Germany for medical checkup without fixing the health facilities in your country. If you escape it, your children will not escape it.
Buhari tells politicians, don't lie against me to mislead Nigerians.
So who is the master of lying?
What's your take?
Who is the master of lying? Who is the master of lying? Who is the author of lying in this government?
I think it's the devil.
Devil. So devil is a spirit, right? Devil, don't you know? Devil is human that comes in form of a spirit. You have more liar under Mr. President's government. Now they are telling us the economy is improving. The World Bank came out. Do you see the rating? That is the worst unemployment crisis that they've never witnessed in Nigeria. These are the World Bank that borrowed you money. Before that report could come out, they must have asked themselves, what are these people doing with the money, the loan they've been collecting? You see, these are issues we have to stand up and let our voice be heard. That we are unemployed, we are suffering, there is no food. Let the whole world, international world, see what is going on to the youth in Nigeria.
Any final thoughts, Mr. Akule?
My final thought is there must be voice among the youth. There must be voices among the youth for the voiceless. There must be voices among the youths for the voiceless. Nobody is going to give you your rights on the platter of gold. You have to keep talking. You have to keep demanding. You have to keep asking for your right. And asking for your right is not a crime. You could see what happened in a tiny country like Cotonou yesterday. Upon Sunday Igboho used a fake passport, they are alleging that he used a fake passport. They are alleging that he used a fake passport. They still gave him his right, a bit of right. Yesterday he was taken to court. If he happens to be in Nigeria, you will spend 2 months. They will be assigning your case to different judges. You could see what the level. You could see what that man that was pushing the other time. You know the man is drunk. You could see as he was pushing. You could see what Nigeria has turned everybody to. You know, you get what I'm saying? So the level now is, you could see the level of youth we are. It's drunk early in the morning. And it's attacking people all around. So that's my stake is youth, arise, wake up, and demand for your rights. That's all.
Very much.
Come before you.
Tomorrow you go talk money. Don't talk today. Tomorrow you go talk. Yeah. Why tomorrow? You will feel it out. No. Mr. Matu, no.
Hello, Nigeria. We are all Nigeria here. Everybody here is Nigeria. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, all is Nigeria. But Nigeria is a protocol of the house of God. The eye of God. We are one. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. We are the eye of Nigeria. We are Nigeria. But why the Hausa want to play the full play? Why they kill us?
Thank you very much.
I never filled my document.
No. Okay.
I don't like you anymore. You are the president. You are a failure. You are a failure. The whole world is a failure. Who are you? I'm in Nigeria. I speak for the truth of Nigeria. The truth of Nigeria I speak. Your Bible answer. Answer is a bastard. They are killing us. They are killing us. Why? I will talk you now. Say I should not talk. You say tomorrow. You are wrong, man.
Thank you.
You fuck up. You fuck up. Oluwa Ogbawa talking against Nigeria. Nigeria is not happy. Nigeria is wow. Buhari is a bastard. See, no, forget. I support Buhari. I voted APC. I be APC. Oluwa, look my face. Oluwa won. APC won. But APC is a bastard. It's a bastard.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oluwa. You have spoken well. Thank you, sir. That's your brother, Mr. Sunday.
Good morning, my brother. He's my brother, but you know, see how in condition be early morning. No good, my brother, and I like him, but what do you have to encourage some people not to wake up early morning and go and drunk and be drunk? It's not that whether it's not good to drink, but you drink what you can control. That is what it is. And he say it be APC. Maybe they don't go campaign, only what they give them for the campaign, because since yesterday they do campaign and only drink with their wahala. That's why he don't drink. In life that fire. My brother, what did you do?
Don't lie against me to mislead electorate, worry test politicians.
All those people are mad people. Who they lie for who for this country now? Nobody that they lie to the world. The mad people we will get as a leader. They lie to the world. They lie that. Okay, who they lie now? Nobody like Mohammed. Even though in midst of all of them, Buhari and in minister, they still get like Mohammed. That lying machine. They go lie. Boko Haram don't finish. They go lie. This one don't arrest. They arrest this one. Buhari said go come out. Every year Buhari go assure you. He don't assure everybody now. Nigeria said don't sure. Ain't nothing to work. Is it they tell us who they lie? Me and who? Me and Buhari now. You go tell me who they lie first. They promise for 2015. No single one where they achieve. They tell us who they lie. They lie to who? All of them inside the APC and the ANCO. All of them in Abuja. All these ministers, senators. Who they lie for who? My brother, forget those ones. This one is just a talk. No be in talk because Buhari no they show for TV. You understand? All these one are favorite picture that they show you. This picture, if you don't snap for 2015. You know they say no let 2015 Naim Buhari come for TV's last where he show. Even that arrest TV himself, they no allow him to stand up because no fit stand again now. All these people. This one, why? Number one, say why won't go medical test?
From inside that right.
Okay, leave that one. No only why go that right they work away in the Abuja. Abuja where he make himself. He turn himself to rock. He sit down for one place. You know they move. He they push am. My brother, I don't know whether Nigeria get government. Oh, okay. I deny Nigeria citizen. I'm not a Nigeria again to help. See, my anger this morning said no be Buhari. They tell us they know they lie. Who they lie part now him. My problem now is this man, Malami. What is your problem with IPOB? Have IPOB do anything wrong with you? That you are making noise that IPOB should not come to Abuja on Monday. Why? Because they are afraid. They don't want the whole world to see that. Because of the evil, with all the whole Fulani and the headsmen, they want to do their wicked evil that they have been practicing from the time those their papa, because Buhari go talk, he go say our forefathers have fought the fight. The evil they don't plan since they want to take it up. That's why they are afraid that if IPOB come, they will teach them. The bandit were there for their backyard. The bandit, they never ever come out one day to control the bandit, to stop bombing, to stop kidnapping school children. A fake country. Nigeria is a fake country. Nigeria is not existing again. That's why they kidnap school children. School children, how many days now? Those children sit inside bush. You know how many years those children be? Don't Nigeria wey be say we have heartless Fulani people from the north. That's why I say those people, all of them in the north are heartless except those Christian one, they have population of Christians because those are my brother. But with those one where they knack for grand. Those are the knack for grand. No be Yoruba or no Yoruba. Oh, we still get the one wey get sense. But when you go to north, all these herdsmen, those Fulani people, I first say that they knack for grand. That their brain. You don't go back to here. They don't know anything. Only what they know now is to key, to smoke choir. There is small shit. All of them. Oh, even Buhari Pikin said they smoke shit. People who know and don't talk. They smoke anything smokeable. And Buhari government tell us saying a drug addict, and they cause the insecurity for Nigeria. If you talk now, who they smoke droppers? Don't be the northern youth. Northern where you go there, everything that they take any kind of thing, and that's why nothing they want for. The only one thing they know now to kidnap. They don't know that why they know they kidnap the politician. They only kidnap 7-year children. But is it not wickedness? And you are laughing with some people that are there, IPOP, demanding for freedom. You are trading them every morning you wake up, you trading IPOP. Every tomorrow. See, I pity all the people where they borrow Nigeria money. Oh, because time will come. We are not going to see anything collect. You on your own. Although China said all they control Nigeria railway for how many years? Now 20 years they go control the railway. Where China they be for now, nothing they come to now. They all they give you, show you China product. That railway where they build so. Now China get them. After 20 years before now go they use them for here. And that 20 years everything don't do what? Pafuka nothing to rise on my back.
Nigeria takes delivery of 6 bandits.
Nigeria
aircraft.
To do what? To fight with bandits. Only one Nigeria soldier and Nigeria military will don't repented Boko Haram because many one we get now. In Nigeria, I mean, now repented Boko Haram. All those one where they arrest Boko Haram, where they arrest, they leave them, carry them, go join soldier. They carry them, they go east, they go west. But those one where they for east, not here. Those one are from here. They are not fighting Boko Haram. Is it not here? They carry fighter jet, enter or who go they kill people. Why they banded? They know where they are. They cannot carry fighter jet go and fight.
The one was gunned down.
Because those one is their people. They inform the bandit. Well, let me tell you why that thing happened. I never know. No. They inform those bandits that they are coming to attack Una camp. You people should be you should be what? Ready. That's why they're ready for that aircraft. And the person they send here, now Yoruba person, they cannot send Hausa van because Hausa no book. They don't fit that plane. They don't fit fly jet. Nothing they know. That's why all the Igbo Yoruba where they join Air Force. I pity them all these security agencies, Yoruba, Igbo, where they join, they follow Hausa, they laugh. Those northern people, they don't value human blood. They don't value blood where God create. After they go to shout Allah Akbar for where? Who they Allah Akbar for? They Allah say, now what they Allah tell them they do, no that they serve Allah. Many countries they serve Allah, peace they but any country where you go, where Muslim, all these Arabic people food for their money, no say that country. Now 50-50 because heartless. You know what? That's why that Magaji want to talk that they say in heartless condolence. Because of what? All of them are heartless. They don't value human being. All the whole Arab nation, all the whole Arab state, country, where you go there, you go see that only what they know is bloodshed. And that is why northern Nigeria is copying from them because me, I'm not in Nigeria. I've denied my citizenship. But my brother won't have the care, my sister. The day where everybody go rise up to face una, how many una be safe? Don't northern people, where they go, they want to do county, they go can't go, they go can't cow, they go can't shit, they go send a population. How many population there for north? If you want to go to the main issue, how many population there for north to compare to west and east? Because if they go there, you go see who they go can't goat, they go can't cow, they go can't everything where they see for there. Join with human being because you don't know human being different. The people where they go sit down under cow go they shit for their head from north to reach here. Now human being be that, and they follow those people, they laugh. Those one, they know you go see them, that can go there here. Police go leave them from north. Whoa, they go carry here. Some of them they go tie bike for inside that truck, that trailer, long one. As they reach beggar, they go drop one by one. They don't know anywhere. As they just start, their work don't resume. no location. That's why Aboki said, if you ask her now, say, carry me to this way, you not get. You know me say, don't carry you to go. If you don't know the place, you're on your own. Because you don't know anywhere. You understand? If you don't know the place, now the one way you go just dey go. You know me say, now the where in Belle face or get an abandon. You go just dey go like that. So anywhere where you reach, and those kind of people. That's why Buhari don't mislead everybody, all of them. If Buhari dey there say, you don't know it work, you just sit down for there. Problem, bandit they keep people, headsmen they keep people. You know if you pass all that. But when you come to Sunday go and in Nikanu Buhari they strong, they get power. But the people where they find them, you know where they find them, bandit with headsmen. If Nigeria still dey exist, by this time, therefore don't tackle those people who bring Fata get down. That is why I call Nigeria a first state.
On Saturday is election in Lagos.
Okay, they know they do election for Nigeria. They know they do election for Nigeria. Let me tell you, that election where they want to do self, they don't already appoint people where they want put for there. Lagos State, they know they do election for Lagos State. Eh? They know they do election. Don't see do election. All this on whether they waste the energy. They don't already appoint who they go put for there. You go there. Yes. What did they go do? Those wicked people go this time talk, come kill you. You know how many whether they kill for polling vote. You go one vote. They go call the campaign. They tell you because all of them are blood sucking demon. You go down just they go to stand for polling unit make you vote. Before you go know, talk go come. Who send those talk? The same politician where they campaign, they run everywhere, share and come and vote. They go come begin to shoot, kill people. Now country, that one a country, and I see they brag say na get country. Country where they for just sell them since, where it still get value small. They for sell them, collect the money, we share them. Now the country don't spoil. Even Cotonou say no fit buy Nigeria because problem where they here say big part the country. Cotonou here, you talk about Niger, only country where we buy and Niger because headsmen and Niger na brother, Buhari and Niger na brother. So they can understand their language, but Cotonou if you understand their language. Okay, that's why I say rest in peace to headsmen in the Yoruba land. September 1st, more na better they prepare because if our governor revise and go kill all of them, more na bet me, don't fire them.
I know. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. You don't mean it, Mr. Sunday. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Let's look at this Twitter issue. We have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells court.
Thank you very much. Matthew is the name once more. How can federal government be telling lies? That is pure hypocrisy. It's fallacy. Because it's on record that federal government have banned Twitter. Even after an ECOWAS court gave order that federal government should maintain the status quo and stop victimizing or their intention to prosecute anyone found using Twitter. Federal government was against, didn't show resolve to even obey that court order. So federal government coming to a Lagos High Court to tell the court that they have not banned Twitter or they have not restricted Nigerians from using Twitter, for me, that statement is hypocritical. But I didn't expect less from them because the government we have here is a government that does not obey the rule of law. A government does not subject itself to the rule of law. So for me, it is pure hypocrisy and it is a deceit.
Okay, let's look at them. Buhari saying that don't lie against me to mislead electorate. Buhari tells politicians. Is it that these politicians are inciting Nigerians against Buhari?
What I can understand is what Nigeria needs most now is how to engender free, fair, and credible election. And the only way you can achieve that is to give us electoral acts that we enable every vote to count. Because the level of rigging in Nigeria is too high. Look at the issue of electronic transmission of election results. National Assembly is not even doing the right thing. So I think what Mr. President needs to do, I know he's not a member of the National Assembly, but for what you can understand in this country, if the president throws his weight behind electronic transfer of results, election results, I think the National Assembly will toe that line. Because I can remember under Jonathan watch, when National Assembly, when INEC decided to use PVC and smart card reader. If Jonathan wanted to use his power to stop it, whether through litigation or through a policy, he would have been able to do it. But the Jonathan chose to be honourable, to allow the true independence of INEC to reflect in their conduct and activities, and that engendered a free, fair and credible election that even saw a Jonathan losing to the incumbent Buhari. So the best the president could do for us, instead of saying that politicians should stop lying to Nigerians against him or something like that, is to ensure that he deliver a free, fair and credible election. And that we are not even thinking that is feasible, considering the trajectory of this proceeding in National Assembly. Because we look at the position of the Senate and Rep with respect to that electronic transfer of result, none of them have come close near the expectation of the public. We are not even talking about electronic voting. Just transmission of results electronically is what we are talking about. We even have a situation where even government agencies are even drafted into this gimmick to lie and deceive Nigerians. If NCC could come and lie on oath before the National Assembly, it tells you that we are in for trouble in this country. It tells you that there is no sanity in this country. And as we stand, nobody is talking about making sanctioning any person for the purpose of misleading National Assembly.
Okay, Nigeria take delivery of 6 Super Tucano aircraft. What is it going to be for security in the especially in the northern region?
Naturally, it would have been a good omen. Because however I look at it, it is an added advantage to Nigerian Air Force. But again, we beyond taking delivery of 12 Tucano aircraft. 6. I think the government paid for 12, but we're just taking delivery of 6. Now, what the issue is, I pray that the Air Force will be all those aircraft will be put to good use. Because in this country, we have seen instances where the security agencies are not working in synergy. That is why you can see a situation where even Air Force will go and bomb an IDP camp. And even if you have those Tucano jets, if you did not drive the process of fight against insurgency through technology, there is little the Tucano jets could do. Because one, you need to gather information. You need surveillance. You don't just go and start bombing anyhow. Only recently, we were made to understand that even bandits, Brother and Alpha jets belonging to Nigerian Air Force. So to that extent, it's good that Nigerian government have taken delivery of those 6 Tucano jets. But beyond taking delivery of those jets, they should look at other strategies that is necessary in fighting this kind of war. They should look at countries who are successfully decimated terrorists and learn from them. Because the way it stands, the Nigerian government seems not to be learning anything. Because look at 2015, when Buhari came into office. In his inaugural speech, he did say that the military high command should relocate, he even get a specific order to the former chief of army staff to relocate to Maiduguri until Boko Haram is completely subdued. But over 6 years down the line, has Boko Haram been subdued? Obviously no. So it means that something is fundamentally wrong. We have seen instances where some persons like Sheikh Gumi, have gone to the enclaves of these bandits for the purpose of brokering peace. And you are telling us that you are finding it difficult to address the situation. How does someone like Gumi know their location to go and negotiate with them? I'm not trying to criminalize Gumi's effort. What I'm trying to say is, if an individual could locate their location for the purpose of brokering peace, for the purpose of negotiating for ransom, for the purpose of negotiating for the release of innocent kidnapped students. What makes it difficult for Nigerian government to get their location for the purpose of bombing them and decimating them so that the society can be at peace? It's on that basis I'm thinking that somebody somewhere is sabotaging the effort of the government. And Sheikh have said it abundantly that there are some military personnel who are colluding with these bandits and they are sabotaging and jeopardizing the activity and effort of the military. So to what extent is the government doing investigation to unravel who and who may be sabotaging the effort of the government for the purpose of arresting the person and prosecuting that person?
Okay, so
and again, I do not have the belief that the government can even do that. Because we have seen an instance where even IG Special Squad that went to Taraba State for an official assignment to arrest that kidnapping pin in the person of Wadume, how they were summarily killed by Nigerian army under the supervision of a Nigerian captain, a Nigerian military captain. And said it confidently because a panel of inquiry duly constituted by the government already indicted the said captain and 9 other soldiers. But as we speak, there is no conscious efforts from the federal government to prosecute the captain and those soldiers. Malami, who have unfettered access to the president, took over the case. By all indication, by virtue of his office, he had the mandate to prosecute on behalf of the federal government as the Attorney General of the Federation. But at the time he took over the case, he didn't charge those military personnel to court. He only gave a plenty excuse that the military command refused to surrender them for prosecution. I say this particularly because if we have a situation like this, that the government is not showing resolve to prosecute military personnel who have been indicted, what is the guarantee that they will investigate to know who and who is sabotaging the effort of the military for the purpose of prosecuting them? Okay. So these are my fears.
Okay, one more question. I know I don't want to call the person's name. Is this channel just about talking down to Nigeria? I rarely hear anyone contributing to solutions. Only solution they know is break up or decentralize.
I did say, even in my conversation now, that the 6 Tucano jet Nigerian government took delivery of, that is a plus to Nigerian efforts. And I'm trying to bring out areas where federal government have failed to do the needful. And that if they start addressing all these areas, we'll likely start seeing results. You and I know that you need technology to drive the process of insurgency, fight against insurgency. Look at Soleimani, that military diplomat that was killed in Iraq, that Iranian military diplomat. He was monitored from an airport. As at the time they were satisfied that taking it out will record minimal damage, he was taken out through drone. So in the same vein, if you want to address insecurity, you address it through technology. Look at that 27-year-old Philip Wharton, an American citizen that was kidnapped and kept in Sokoto State. American security forces came to Nigeria and they rescued him. That is what technology can do. So what the person is saying, nobody is saying that Nigeria should not function. We are saying it because the government seems not to be willing and they have not shown enough resolve to address this issue of insecurity. People have speculated that it's because this insecurity is from one particular ethnic group that is causing it, Fulani herdsmen. Okay. Because if you look at bandits, the government made us understand that the instability, the security instability you have in a place like Kaduna, Zamfara, Katsina, Niger, that they are bandits. But Sheikh, who should know better, who have visited them, have made us understand that these are Fulani herdsmen. So what is the guarantee that the government is ready to address it? A situation where even global terrorism desk say that Fulani herdsmen that they are the 4th most dangerous terrorist organization in the world, and the government is not recognizing them as such. We have even seen a situation where a Fulani nationality, a group that go by the name of Fulani Nationality Movement, claim responsibility of an attempted assassination on a sitting governor of Benue State. So what are we saying? Nobody is saying Nigeria should not function. Nobody is saying they should not talk about solution. But is the government ready to find solution? Going by their antecedents, going by their utterances, going by their body language? The government seems to be one-sided. The government seems to be seeing the Fulani as the only legitimate citizen of this country. And if you look at all the effort of the government in trying to address all these issues, it has always been how to pacify the Fulani man. How to even use the Commonwealth to even pacify the Fulani man. Look at the issue of Ruga. Look at water resources bill. Look at livestock transformation plan. Look at the issue of grazing route and grazing reserve. All has always been geared towards giving the Fulani man a heritage by force. Look at even Benue State. They have already enacted a law that prohibits open grazing. Police that is directly under the federal government, are they enforcing it? Is that not supposed to be a solution? Is the police enforcing it? I want the person who has sent that comment to hear what I'm saying. A law that has been duly enacted in Benue State is being violated by Fulani herdsmen. We have been witnessing clean since then. Is the police enforcing that law to bring the culprits to justice? To bring them to book? Obviously no.
Okay.
So the government is not ready to address it.
One last question. You just answer it in the next 2 minutes. We should agree that President Buhari has done great with the railways, but I was told it is expensive for passengers. Is it true?
Actually, we can see massive infrastructure in railway construction. But I can understand that perhaps because the Chinese government or the companies are the one building it directly. And again, as at the time, there were controversy over what are the conditions. The government didn't come clean to tell Nigerians the condition that is attached to those contracts. But however I look at it, we can see massive infrastructure on railway in Nigeria. But again, I think the government should not fall into a trap. If the conditions are not favorable, they should let Nigerians know. The earlier they review it, the better. Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew, I have Mr. Chigozie.
Mr. Chigo, I thought you
Mr.
want
Chigozie,
to. You are rounding up already.
No, I'm not, they are not talking.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chigozie, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr.
How's
Christian.
everybody?
Good morning,
Let's
SM
look
viewers.
at the threat of Malami. We also want to see any IPOB member report come 26th of June.
Okay. Well, it's very exciting. Well, I may want to talk about the incident of yesterday.
Okay.
Some people said I'm running. Well, the whole issue was unfolding before us. We are watching it, but you can't see it because I'm the one facing the camera. You see, Nigeria is such a very useless place where there are no regards for the rights of the citizens. Even though you think they have offended or violated the traffic rules, what you should do, you quietly, approach them and probably if there's any fine or sanction, you present it to them than using gun, live ammunitions and
Like 5 of them.
like 5 of them. Testing people while you see the crowd, people are moving. That's why most of them are reversing with such uncontrollable speed, hitting people before me, and somebody got injured. You can see the kind of useless country we have. And of course, I have to leave because I don't know what is happening behind me.
Yeah,
So
you need to score for safety.
yeah,
first.
sorry for safety, and so I wouldn't be. Somebody wouldn't end up telling me sorry. I beg, and I wouldn't want to take such chances. And Malami, who is Malami?
The Attorney General of the Federation.
Attorney General of the Zoological Republic.
Federation of
Because in a sense society, people of his person wouldn't have such opportunity. Somebody who doesn't know the nitty-gritties, who doesn't know what it takes to occupy such lofty position. There is no legality in illegality. By that I mean Nigeria contravened the position of the law, extradition law of Kenya and that of British. These are the level of illegality. So what are you trying to make out of this? There's no legality in illegality. The simple thing is to accept that you have failed. You contradict the position of a sovereign state, being a British citizen. You adopted Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That is simple. You have to tender an apology rather than making noise. You mean that people whom you adopted, their fathers, their uncles, even their own father or their siblings or their loved ones shouldn't come to identify with their own people? Is it a criminal? Mary is the one that should be resting behind the bar. If Nigeria is not a useless country, why should somebody of his kind, the Attorney General of Justice, violating the basic principle of justice? Nnamdi Kanu have not been indicted, have not been, satisfied guilty by any competent court of law. So why should he be taking law into his hands? Why should he be prejudicial? Why shouldn't you allow the course proceedings to take its course? Why? Why? That is the question. Begging for an answer, and I need it very urgent. How can we continue in such a system that violates people's rights of expression, people's rights of defense? For crying loud, 26th of this month have been slated for hearing of the proceedings. Well, why are you now, condemning Nnamdi Kanu, who is presumed innocent by the same constitution you're supposed to have known better? You claim to be the Attorney General. That is why Nigeria is useless. And it's unfortunate that this cannot, with such people in the helm of affairs, with such people in charge of administrative or legal judicial system process, we can never have fair justice, fair hearing. Justice can never be guaranteed.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria, in the next 200 years to come.
The way you're saying that Nnamdi Kanu will not come out with justice?
Nigerian state's judicial system, headed by the Attorney General, the likes of Malami, who already has contravened the position of the law, which is defending. That an innocent, the section of the law declared that an accused remains innocent until proven otherwise by a competent court of law within its jurisdiction. But this one, the Nigerian lacks the legal jurisdiction to try Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. What they have done is against the law, international laws of extradition. So Nigeria is culpable. They should be sanctioned, and they are made to. I think that should serve a deterrent to other community of nations, especially Africa, who may want to try such blunder, such nonsense.
We have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells court. What is your take on that?
You don't have the. You don't have the pedigree, you don't have the intellectual capability, you don't have the technological know-how, capability to stop the use of Twitter. By the way, what is the net worth of Twitter? So Twitter can buy Nigeria in 100 times. Hundreds of Nigeria, including Buhari, including Malami, Shehu Garba, Ojus Okalu, Twitter can buy them. Who are they? Nigeria that is leveraging on borrowing of loan, using your over 72% of your annual revenue to service debt, not just to offset the debt. And you are comparing Twitter that worth over billions of dollars net worth. We are talking of net worth, not borrowing worth. You can understand the state we are in. It's very pitiable. It's very, in fact, discussing Nigeria sometimes make me very sad. a system that is not existing. Of course, no wonder a sage should the person of Awolowo should describe Nigeria as a mere geographical expression.
Okay.
So Malami should not hit up the policy that is already heated up. He shouldn't push people to the wall. He is just Malami. There are people who has occupied that position of attorney general or whatever they call him. People have occupied such position before him. So he shouldn't consider himself to be a demigod. He should allow the judicial process to take its course. And allow people, of course, they have the rights to right of movement. They have not contravened or violated any rights, provided they are working within the ambit of the law. They are not considered a civil unrest, unless you want to trigger such, and that there will be no place for you to hide if that happens. So you shouldn't, compel the people to resort to civil unrest or violence. Allow them to go if they so desire to witness what is going on, because Nnamdi Kanu is an institution. He's endowed to millions of people, hundreds of millions. So they should be given the opportunity to listen or to observe the plenary or the judicial process that may take place either 26 or 27. Their fundamental human rights should not at this time be, jeopardized, or they shouldn't be constrained from observing the process. If I have my way without love, I would have wanted to be part of those, to witness the legal proceedings. It doesn't matter. If I have my way, I just take my flight and get there. And whatever happens, in fact, it's only once you have to die. But it's unfortunately when you have the opportunity to live, make life better for humanity. That is what you stand to gain. Make life more comfortable to as much as it lies within you. You have the ability. Not just trying to cause chaos, cause confusion on the basis you are attorney general of Georgia. What kind of nonsense is that? People has gone there and left before him. So why should it be in his time that we're having all this rubbish and nonsense being accepted and tolerated? Where is Malami? Let him invite me, God punish in generations.
Sorry,
Idiot, man.
Thank you very much. Wow, this outburst is heavy. Very, very heavy. Good morning. We have so many things to talk about this morning, but I want to ask, what do you think about the federal government saying that we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter?
They have not stopped Nigerians from using
Twitter.
Well, technically, Twitter was suspended and not banned. That is to say that, when you say that something has been suspended, that means there is also room that it will be reopened. Maybe for obvious reasons, best known to the person that people that suspended the Twitter. They have not banned people from using Twitter on my own. Because right now, me personally, I cannot use Twitter. I get it. I cannot use Twitter. But it depends on the area they are talking about Twitter now. Being not banned in Nigeria, or did they make anything? Did they say anything? All that direction? Why they say that they've not banned Nigeria from using Twitter?
Okay.
On the headline.
Okay, they said that despite the fact that Twitter has been suspended, Nigerians still use Twitter
Through
using
other,
their VPN.
through other channels now.
Using VPN.
VPN, yes.
Nigeria are still using Twitter.
Using VPN.
Not like they have stopped, but Nigeria are still using.
Of course, that is true. Many Nigerians are still using Twitter, using VPN. Even many organizations are still using Twitter, using VPN. But I can remember there was a time that I think that Minister of Communication, Digital Communication, Minister of Communication, Information, that Lai Mohammed said, warned that people using, violating the ban on Twitter, using VPN to this and that, if they continue, I get me, if they continue that they will be sanctioned or prosecutors because they are going against what they call it. They are going against the proclamation of the nation. But to me, since then, I've not seen them. Maybe they have. After then, I've not had anything said toward that direction again, or anybody being prosecuted for using Twitter. Maybe they are making a U-turn on that aspect.
Okay. Don't lie against me to mislead electorate. Worry tell politicians.
Don't lie against me to mislead
electorate.
Well, it depends on the area he's coming from. Yeah, this is politics. Anything goes in politics. One key aspect of politics is propaganda. And
I think that politicians are using propaganda against the government.
There are no two ways about it. There are truths, there are propagandas. I don't want to bias over what I'm saying. I want to be very factual over what I'm going to say. You understand? There have never been any government in Nigeria that have been perfect 100%. And there has never been any government in Nigeria that have not also been fought with propaganda. You understand? If you understand where I'm coming from.
I understand.
This is politics. In all over the world, propaganda is part of it. You understand? Now, he's saying that people should not lie to people to mislead the populace. Depends on the area he's coming from. Obviously, there are some things which politicians have carried, which personally I say that they are taking it far beyond. Because
like what?
Okay, let's say for instance, talk about the issue of infrastructure. Take about the issue of infrastructure. Take about the issue of loans being collected by Nigeria.
Okay.
Now, it's not a bad thing to collect loan. As far as that loan is put into judicious use and into productive use. Assume I said to go to Central Bank now to pick 2 billion naira and they're able to give me 2 billion naira. Maybe I use the whole of my father's, everything my family has to secure that 2 billion naira. And that 2 billion naira, they see it fit to give it to me because they see what I'm going to use the 2 billion naira to do. And they mean that if I have to use this 2 billion, maybe in the course of 10, 20, 30 years, I'll be able to pay back that 2 billion naira. So some other person, 2 billion naira is too much to take by me, using my whole of my father's property. That means I'm mortgaging my father's property to CBN. That means not, but it is me that's taking the loan, know what I'm going to use the loan. Talk about most of the loan that I've been taking is to build railway and other infrastructure, which to me, they have not fallen short on those areas. As they are taking it, they are showing us what the money is being put into use. I get it. So the issue of now crying, Nigeria will be mortgaged, Nigeria will be mortgaged. This administration is not the first administration to borrow. During Obasanjo's regime, Okonjo had to cancel a lot of loans that Nigeria was owing to the World Bank. Then, I tell you, Nigeria is part of.
How can Nigeria move forward with all these challenges we are facing?
Challenges, as in, from which area?
We have insecurity.
Yes.
We have the economy.
Now, insecurity has been one thing that Nigeria has failed to tackle properly. And because of insecurity is the basic thing, the foundation of the failure on the economy today in Nigeria. Because no matter how laudable your projects are, and if that project are not being allowed to be carried on, it becomes a failure. And this is one thing that insecurity has been doing in Nigeria. And Nigeria has not been able to manage the issue of insecurity properly. It did not start from this administration. It has been there over time.
Okay.
They have been there over time. But the issue there, at this point in time, the thing escalated more than what it's supposed to be. And remember, anything that was not tackled from the roots, the more you allow it to do, the more it grows. It's just like cancer. When cancer starts eating somebody, before you say you're trying to manage it, it will eat off everything. Before the person is what? Is dead. This is like a cancer in Nigeria system, and it's eating deeply.
Okay.
It's eating deeply.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We'd like you to come often. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Mr. Lucky, I don't know Lagos.
I don't know Lagos. That's the slogan.
Good news for Nigeria this morning. Nigeria takes delivery of 6 Tucano aircraft. Fight insecurity.
My brother. Good morning, viewer. Good morning, commentator. My name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know Lagos. That's the slogan.
Is that not his speech?
What it say? I am not excited that they brought aircraft come out and kill poor people. You hear me? Those money supposed to have given the poor. By the time you eat and you are busy doing something, do you think you go carry arm to fight? So more you are buying weapons, more you are creating insecurity. Are you aware? People don't fear anymore. Before, when you shoot one gun, everybody will disappear. But now, people are ready to die. Because one, you are pushing to the war. So buying trillions of jets to kill the poor is unnecessary.
They are killing the poor or against?
They are killing the poor. When you born like 5 children, you didn't give them food. What do you expect? A son can slap you because you didn't give him food because he's hungry. When you don't take them to school, what do you expect? So you are great insecurity. You are great armed robbers. You are born kidnapper. Those kidnappers you are seeing, I don't know people's children. So what we are saying, I am not excited. You are buying jet Arabic for America. The Americans are making business. It's a business. So this money is supposed to have channeled to farmer, channeled to all energy, all sector, all market. So that by the time you start busy, as we are busy here now, do you think we have time to go inside bush, to go and start stealing or killing? Do you think likewise those idle people are the one doing this bad thing? So this money is supposed to use for poor, for people, for market, for farmer, not buying weapon. If you buy weapon, I pray that this weapon, this jet they buy, they will use it to kill themselves. So that is it.
What do you mean by themselves?
I'll tell you why. When you buy weapon to kill the poor, God will turn that weapon against them. You understand? God will turn that weapon against the people who are expressing us, people who are killing us, people who don't want us to survive. God will use devil, turn this weapon to them. So that's my prayer.
Okay, Buhari is saying that don't lie against me to mislead electorates. Politicians.
After all, into lie 2019, 2015, he lied to get vote. He knew if Yar'Adua can say what election that brought him is a fraud, Buhari is opening up that don't lie against me. Already he knew that the election 2019, he did not win that election. He never win that election. So now all I need is that let all these old men, we don't need them. Like today, election is going on now today. Election is going on today, tomorrow. Local government. And they have selected tomorrow.
They are doing election.
Election is in selection. They have selected people. And the only shame I have for the youth, I can see how the youth are mobilizing against tomorrow. My fellow youth, if they say no movement tomorrow, all of us stay indoor. We didn't come out. It's a sign to the politicians that 2023 nobody will come out to vote. But you still see the youth campaigning up and down, and the same youth they are going to use to kill themselves. The same youth they are buying this weapon to give to go and kill them. So we have a big problem. My own is that we like to speak grammar. We like to talk. Let's go straight to the point. The point is that our youth should learn that tomorrow election, they already select their own person. APC. Election is going on Ogun State and Lagos State. But they know their candidates. Are you getting me? They know their candidates. So the only thing is that I pray the youth should stay indoor. Nobody should come out. Because I mean, this coming APC, Buhari, all of them are afraid. Afraid of. See, let me tell you, I don't know other ones. So I'm very angry. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this government because every round of setup they fail. But you see, what are you talking about? Do you know how much for rice? Do you know how much for yam? What is government supposed? They can't post for anything. They cannot post for anything at all. So they are a bunch of wicked human beings that they are fellow children. So Buhari, Asibajo, Lai Mohammed, Speaker, Senate President, these people they are wicked. I call them wicked. Please let them go.
Thank you very much.
You're right. You're right. You got the mind of
Yes.
Okay, one
good morning.
Okay.
Mr. Samuel, good morning.
Good morning, Christian. Good morning, viewers at home. Good morning, everybody.
We have a news here, a news report that federal government told the court that we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. I read that story.
Come again.
Federal government, we have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells court.
Yeah, that is the integrity some people have exalted. That is the kind of leaders we have. And before I come back to the case of federal government, I think you see this platform is not just an avenue for only saying the problem. And I will say categorically that on this platform we've had intelligent conversation. And that is why we organized another program called the Pundit, whereby for tomorrow edition we're bringing in technocrats, economics, political analysts, solution.
So Nigeria was asking a question that we need to map out a week so that we can be saying solutions.
No, maybe Nigeria is always clever by half. He has not been able to be truthful to himself in most subjects of conversation by saying that this platform have not been saying solution. That's a blatant lie. And I say it categorically. You're in as much as we have diverse opinion of people who probably would say their mind without providing solution. We've had one of the most intelligent conversation here, whereby we provide solution. And in those, some of the solutions have also included that in this age and time, remitting of election results should be electronically. The result, snap and upload. So it's part of the solution that people here have said, and most people in governance have been getting in contact with us to probably through luck and chance or whichever means have a better life. So they always go contrary to the popular opinion. There is part of those elites that are not truthful to us standing here, because risking our life to even provide solutions to some of these issues, to even criticize the government for doing wrong. So
is dividing Nigeria not the solution?
It's also a solution. See, solution can come in diverse ways. There is no, see, you're about to tell you that there are different routes that lead to Ogba. So it's only a madman that will always be playing. Hold up there, you are applying. So when you see the people, one Nigeria, one area, it's simply talks on the logic of their intellectual capacity. This same one Nigeria, we tried the regional government and we tried what we are practicing, which I don't understand. If it is federalism, some people who have gone to a different school should tell me. So, but evidence shows that the regional government works better. So in order not to raid the regional government, we don't want to go back to the regional government. We are practicing what is failing. So it is not common sense that you pass through this route. I'm asking you. So when you are still same people, because most of these guys benefit from this same failed structure. Nobody hates Nigeria. Deep down, me, I don't hate Nigeria. You don't hate Nigeria. But if the failing system does not work, there is hold up on this road. Common sense tells you to break it up. Don't pass here, pass here. So if the one Nigerian and the current federation is not working, what did common sense tell you? Pass beggar to Ogba. If you want to pass this other route, which is towards the secretariat, what will common sense tell you? You drive cars. So you can apply those common sense to other spheres of life. You can apply. So as long as you can apply to the issue of Nigeria, it simply means those kind of people, common sense is far from them. So it's called, you don't need to go to school to know some things. We have so many educated illiterates parading even in the country, even in the post of leadership. So when they don't apply common sense, which always they will say is not common, to ordinary issues you would have thought about without even needing somebody to teach you, then the problem comes. So you can't take it from Sunday Go and then Nnamdi Kanu, because the structure there's hold up on this road, and now say, since you know this road that you are insisting there's hold up, they apply the principle of common sense. Pass here, and you see people still saying pass here, pass. So is common sense applicable to those kind of people? Christian, answer it yourself. Now let me also use this platform to also educate people, because we have the problem of educated illiterates. You go to school does not mean school passes through you. That is why in university, if they tell you few we have first class, less than 5% in most universities. A reasonable number, maybe 10 or 15%, we have second class upper. The majority is between second class lower and third class. So what is the kind of intelligent consciousness that will come out from those kind of people? So a bandwagon effect of heresy and falsehood is always used to brainwash the masses. Now, I read some comments and I will respond accordingly. Hate speech, according to Oxford Learner's Dictionary, you know, we need to educate ourselves on platforms too, because it's also an avenue whereby we get to learn. Can simply be defined as abusive, threatening speech or writing that express prejudice against a particular group, especially on the basis of race, religion, sexual orientation. Now, if I tell you that the North has been occupying position of leadership from 1960, they have occupied more than 60%, and yet the North is worse in terms of education, highest poverty level, child mortality, banditry, highest numbers of IDP count, poor children, and yet the North have been playing doubles. That is not a speech, that is a statement of facts. Education, in order that education get understanding. Now, if I not tell you that the North have engaged in act of terrorism, which is visible to both the deaf and the dumb, it is visible to both the blind man and the man that cannot even talk, that the act of terrorism has always been supported by the northern political elect. Check the northern political elect statement in 2015 when a sitting president was fired. That is not a speech, that is a statement of fact. Now, hate speech cannot be defined. If I now create a concept whereby there's an attack, maybe in essence, then I know that the composition of the military apparatus, maybe I'm citing an example, includes maybe a northerner, a southerner, because you wouldn't know the numbers of those and the ethnic configuration they would have deployed there. I now say it was the northerners that came to kill the people. That is when you start defining hate speech, because the statement is not based on facts and not based on logic. But when it comes to statement based on facts, the North has not helped the country in any way, especially their leader. It is a factual state. So I have never seen anybody, some may have emotional way of expressing same issues, which is fine by me. So in order to conceptualize hate speech in a proper context, it was only defined in order to curtail constructive criticism. So the people that mentioned the hate speech have done more hate speech. The baboon will soak in blood, including the sitting presidents, and will make the government ungovernable for them. And his region made the government ungovernable for Jonathan. It's a statement of fact, it's not hate speech. So in all our understanding of education, get understanding. Because the people went to school and school did not pass through them. So now in replying, I'll make another hate speech according to the propagators of the government. The government openly blocked and banned answers using the NCC. So the government lied, stood on the principle of bias and double standard in replying the court. So the government blocked Twitter. It was an open fact. Let's go to another headline.
Buhari is saying that don't mislead Nigerians. Don't lie against me to mislead the electorate. Buhari tells politicians.
So what is he, Buhari? Hey, Buhari is not a politician. It's what? Buhari himself has always been lying, irrespective of time. It was the same president who said that Abacha is not a corrupt leader. It's on the national daily. Google it. You will read. It was the same president who openly came out and we lied to the governor that the people that are coming to attack are not Nigerians. At the same time, we'll go back and tell the governor that do the needful and protect your people. At the same time, the same person, double standard, hypocrisy and lies. So he, just like every other politician, are always lying. It is a norm in Nigeria. So you should stop playing the hypocrisy of integrity that never existed. See, the problem we have is he does not have any integrity to go and sit down. The people that called Mr. Integrity only did as a political tool so that they can get to power. They are all a bunch of liars. The same president will be so quick to go and dig out another promulgation of 1964, but he won't be quick to declare his brothers, the S-men, a banditry or a terrorist organization. He would declare IPOB, send a jet fighter. Now, at the end of the jet fighter that was dropped by his brothers, either you like it or not, somebody can say it's history. Okay, by the northern, it happened in the northern Nigeria. From the northern part that this president is from, let us be technical with the use of words now. So, as the president come out to deploy intelligence and the military apparatus to feed them, so the presidency engaged in lies, deception, propaganda, double standard, hypocrisy, ethnicity, and religious bigotry every point in time. Now you remove the Kemi Adeosun from a southwesterner, you replace her with who? A northerner. So as the president not engaged in lies and deception over time, there is no integrity within the leadership caucus of those really Nigeria. The problem we have is people should be saying the truth even when it's not convenient for you. Somebody was saying that the poor masses should build a hospital for leaders. So he now told you another understanding of how people understand how Nigerian political system work. I was reading a comment that people cannot feed. 70% of the working place in Lagos don't pay their staffs, both private and even governmental institutions. 70%. The one that pay you is by mercy. Go and do Thanksgiving. How much is the salary? 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. And the cost, the inflation cost of things are expensive by the person of each day. And somebody can boldly sit and type that the same set of people, that poverty, illiteracy, bad economy, insecurity has characterized their living standard. No school, most of the school in North is closed. The one in Lagos, yes, some they sit in the classroom. If they can be sitting in some schools in Lagos, who will carry camera one day and start moving from local government to local government? Who will carry camera? Then you now see somebody having the audacity, the temerity, and the mind to say those majority people which capitalize majorly poor people, more than 80% of the population live in abject poverty, should now contribute money for a government that has been borrowing money to build a hospital for the dealers. It now show you the kind of intellect some people have in the same country. So there is no point. See, in philosophy, there is a concept that is called madness hypothesis, which states the mad people thinks that they are the normal human. That people wearing cloth are the mad one, because the thing that the man wearing cloth does to the other man is worse than what a madman does to a fellow madman. Not everybody who wear clothes and walk on the road or went to school are normal human beings. Some are mad people wearing clothes. Under the madness hypothesis, there's another hypothesis I've forgotten. There are like 5, but I had to remember that madness hypothesis in philosophy. Go and read it. It's online. The mad people. So not everybody commenting on social or political issues really have understanding of how it works or is really sane. Now, leaving that aside, you know, I was boiling. I took my time. I sat. I was reading so many childish comments that has characterized the political aspect, which is enshrouded with hypocrisy and double standard. Let me quickly say this. The same government that is so fast to send representative to Kutonu, Sunday to be paraded in court. Did they send representatives so fast when Ghanaians were driving Nigeria from investing or even doing peaceful business in Ghana, or even the one that happened during xenophobic attack in South Africa? No. The same government cannot so quick deploy the Alpha Tucano jets and quench the Boko Haram. But now, you will be doing that to other ethnic groups. And now somebody is saying 2023. If 2023 comes, does that mean that this system will operate to change? When they did not allow transmission of election results electronically? So it's the same system that they are maintaining. So the only option that is visible is to create a division of the country. Because when you go through constructive criticism, nobody wants to die. And you engage the government, they deploy army. They deploy police like the NSAS, the Odota Crusade, the one that they shot the 14-year-old girl. You were there. You were not typing rubbish because you were there physically. So the gun that shot the girl fall from heaven, and somebody is saying, get your PVC. I wish that person can come and stand there. Let us subject him, let him get his PVC. They are going to do election on Saturday in Lagos. The jamboree have already started. We already know the APC will win all. So now those typing rubbish should know that no youth, even him, he should come and contest, he will not win. APC will win the whole election in Lagos come Saturday. There is no way. It's a one-way. See, there's what is called futuristic rigging. It has already, there's a template for that in place. Let that person type in, bet his life or money. APC will win all the election, all the local governments in Lagos come tomorrow, Saturday. So on Monday, we will come back and that person will now tell me how his PVC will create. See, the will of God must be done. God should harden the hearts of the people we have in leaders. If it is the will of God that the country will not be one, a system that will be logical, that will be reasonable will never come to alive. It will never be in place. So as long as that remaining the founding principle of all this country would have never been one from 1960 till now, let us keep deceiving ourselves as if we don't know that we are living in a divided entity that we pretend to call one Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But I dey here since morning. I may be second person.
Give me 10 minutes. I look at the time.
Okay, so 10 minutes.
When you give me time from, I look at the time.
There's no wala. There's no problem.
Okay, let's look at. We have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells courts.
Oh, from using Twitter, Abi?
From the Punch.
These people are unstable. They have never been stable in their life and their statement. They have been fighting Twitter users, even to the extent of, suing, taking Twitter to court, or Twitter that was in
went to ECOWAS
court. Thank you. So now, what are they saying again? They cannot stop us from using Twitter. As I told you, if they worry you or you are set, if they build something, let's say in terms of network that disrupts you from operating Twitter on your phone, you use VPN.
But they said anybody using VPN will be prosecuted.
VPN. Come and find me in my papa house and prosecute me in Anambra State. Or come and track me where I'm hustling in Lagos State to prosecute me. Okay? The world is now a global village. Nigeria, I know, can never go to that level. These people never feed us, finish. They never tell to stop people from using Twitter. Nigeria can never do the reality. The real. No, those people are unreal. All their promises, all their threats is just rubbish threats. Now they have diverted. We are not stopping Nigerians from using Twitter. Because of the Tucano jets they used to go and buy from USA. They are afraid of United States. They are afraid of Europe. So that's why they are dancing around. I think you understand. Whatever come out from their voice, mouth, you don't finish. Now breeze. They lie. Even they lie to their wife, they lie to their children, they lie to God. So all the things we know about information from federal government on the front page of newspaper, lies. Because it comes from the lie Mohammed.
Don't lie against me to mislead the electorate. Buhari tells politicians.
Don't lie against me to mislead the electorate or whatever. Buhari himself, that is what brought him to office of the presidency is lies, falsehood. Election scam brought Buhari to office. Buhari used Yakub Mohammed, INEC chairman, to rig election in 1919, to rig election in 2015. He used Atahiru Jaga. Let me tell you, now that he has concluded his 8 years, he's trying to sing another tune. I think understand. To us, so that we will be dancing. Abi, I won't dance to that. Electoral scam, election scam is what brought the office of presidency, the current office of president, the content to be. All of them from Oshibanjo, Buhari, the conservative, Adechino, all those Femi Pedro, because them of the guy that attacks America the other time. Femi Adechino, I think. All of them are lies, frauds. I think you understand. Look at the modus operandi, the previous operation, how Adam Oshomole handled the issue of national chairman APC. Everybody know that the man is a fraudulent man. Everybody know that the man talks rubbish. Everybody know that Oshomole is corrupt. When I go with all this weapon, you guys should just mind where you're going, because if you come to my back, I'll attack you. So let me tell you, Oshomole says come to APC, your sins are forgiven. A whole national chairman. Even if you siphon 10 billion, cross carpet to APC, it is forgotten. Otabolo said, why shouldn't we win election? When we have police, we have prison, we have custom, we have soldier. We are going to win. I don't know whether you read something from that statement. So let me tell you, anything that Buhari is talking about election scam or not election scam is rubbish. I don't want to hear. He has done it. They have succeeded on bringing him back to office in 2019, so there's no need. Tinubu, the agreement initially, can you forget? Have we forgotten? That if you can provide for me 5 million votes in the southwest. Okay. If you can, if you can give me 12 million votes in southwest, forget it. I will give you back presidency. The promise he promised Tinubu. Buhari promised Tinubu. Now that Buhari visited Lagos State last month and sang another tune, Tinubu break down. My brother, let me tell you, to Niger, you are sitting dormant like a moron in UK. You never tested the atmosphere, current atmosphere in Nigeria. You don't know how we are suffering, what we are going through. You and Garrett or Derek, let me tell you, whatever happens, we are men. Those people that are sponsoring you, let's say money they finish. They will be paying you. One day their money will finish. You will come back to Nigeria. Trace us to here, to Lagos State, Oba. We are here. You might meet me on the road. Whoever you want to be, you are. I don't want to know. But confront me. Let us have one-on-one rapport. You are writing all manner of bullshit on the comment section. You cannot come here and confront the world and tell them the truth. You cannot even come here and challenge me on argumentative. If we have one-on-one challenge, war, man, I will bring you down. You know that. So you and Garrett, two Nigerian Garrett, see this.
No, they are saying proper solutions.
Because I'm a man that always sing justice anywhere I go. I sing justice. I promote justice. Igbowo shouldn't have done that. Why using fake passport? A man of his international caliber and figure should have no option but to be upright in life. To be upright in life is very, very important. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, nations are begging him to naturalize in their countries. Nnamdi Kanu will have no business with fake documents. Because Nnamdi Kanu's popularity, everybody know, in the recent time has been shot to the skies. That's why he chooses to live upright life. Igbowo whom we knew in Nigeria here was an upright man. What may have ever transpired at Cotonou Airport there, I could not tell. What on hell, what on earth that, must have compelled that able man, let me call him able man, valiant man, a man of valor, to delve into that kind of act of, possessing fallible passports. I think you understand. The passport is faulted as I'm talking to you now. Igbowo is facing immigration law, immigration charges in the Republic of Benin. Had it been Igbowo's documents are pure, okay, correct, the Republic of Benin, they will have no option than to help him find his way to Germany, to his in-laws. Igbowo's wife, I learned, is from Germany. So had it been his passport is not faulty, I think Igbowo is free to enjoy political asylum in the Republic of Benin. Ask me why. No West African country, as I'm talking to you now, is in good terms with Nigeria. Nigeria blocked their border from their rest brother West Africa countries. Let me put it that way. They are our brothers. Ghana shouted, Senegal cried, Burkina Faso moaned and gnashed their teeth. Benin Republic was like, gasping for oxygen, breath, because the giants locked his door, locked them out. Do you understand? Togo. So they are not happy with Nigeria. The border closure in Nigeria here has exposed these small countries in West Africa to serious pain, anguish, deprivation of many things. I want to tell you that tomatoes they use in Cotonou, they use in Mali, Niger, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Burkina Faso are manufactured, are produced in Nigeria. Our farmers from southern Nigeria, from northern Nigeria, and they ferried it to all these African countries. Why are you shutting your border against your brothers? All this farm produce in Nigeria, they lack it over there now. There are many reasons Benin Republic is not in a haste to sponsor extradition of the Yoruba Nation agitator. It's not only that. There are many things these countries benefit from Nigeria. My brother, that's why I said I weep in my mind, in my spirit, when I learned about Igbo's, involvement on passport scandal. Scam. See, let me tell you, I pray that Benin Republic government will play along with our Yoruba brothers lawyers so that they will let Igbo off the hook. I know if care is not taken, jail term, but if our God step into that matter, they will commit whatever jail term or sentence or prison sentence to what? Option of fine payment. The guy will pay fine.
Okay, what are the final thoughts, Mr. Martin?
Oh, I come again as I forecast it, as it's gonna be in the next 3 days, less than 72 hours. If Nnamdi Kanu steps out of DSS facilities where he's being held as a hostage, as a captive by his captors, kidnappers called Buhari, Malami, and El-Rufai, he's not going to be back again to that detention cell. When a captor releases or make known his hostages to his owners or to his people, what happened? They let him off the cage like pigeon. He will fly.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. Good morning.
Good morning.
We give people 10 minutes to speak. So when you do like this, you want me to cut them short. I'll give you 10 minutes, so I'll start counting from now.
No, you cannot
give everybody 10 minutes.
No, you cannot cut 10 minutes from now. You cannot cut 10 minutes from now because you are saying the 10 minutes is going.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Christian Chukwu. I thank God Almighty, according to my own tradition, before I proceed, I thank God Almighty for the Yahweh, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God of the Israelites, the God of the Hebrews. I worship thee for keeping me alive, keeping every one of us alive. I thank thee, oh Jehovah God, for keeping our viewers alive outside Nigeria and inside Nigeria. I say, Lord, be blessed, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank thee for keeping Sunday Bohu alive. I thank thee for keeping Nnamdi Kanu alive. I thank you for keeping IPOB members alive. I thank you for all Jehovah, all the whole agitators, keeping them alive, who want to separate themselves from Nigeria. I say, Lord, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. And I thank you for keeping Nigerians, people in power alive, for them to be dancing their dance of shame in the public, for the world to see what they are. I thank you for the Almighty, because you see in everything, we have to give glory unto you. Be glorified in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okoko in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Sunday Bohu. Long live Oduduwa Republic. Long live everyone. Long live the nation. Long live UK. Long live Europe. Long live ECOWAS. Long live AU. All of us will live and see the goodness of God in the land of Biafra. And so shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, don't lie against me to mislead electorate, Buhari tells politicians
You should not lie against him. On what?
to mislead electorate.
To be mislead electorate. Don't lie. Where was he since all these days? Now we will know that the governors are lying against him. Is it not that you know that the people are using his name to commit atrocities? Where were him? Why can't you come up since all these days? Somebody, a medium assistant will come and said, Arat, and quote, Buhari said. Where were him when Melami coming to address the issue that the president was supposed to address? Where were him? Now he realized that people are saying lie. He realized that people are trying to use his name to commit not to try use his name to commit atrocities. Where were him?
Aso Rock, you get Calabar.
Because
We did live. We did live that.
Forget that one. Just forget this one.
Because Mr. President have seen. Mr. President have seen that the thing is coming against him. He have seen that very soon he will appear in international criminal court, ICC. You have seen that he had that on the handwriting. You have seen that very soon we will know whether he's the real Buhari or not. As people were clamoring, people were saying, rumors are going all about. Nnamdi Kanu said that whom we are seeing saw Buhari. You have seen the handwriting. Very soon we know whom is whom. Where were him? When Mianti Allah will give order in the name of Buhari. Why can't he come out and say, stop this you are doing? Now he have come in to separate himself, for people to see him as his integrity, a man of integrity. Where is his integrity? Where corruption have eat him up? He was crying corruption when Jonathan was in. Now we have entered in. Corruption become a leprosy unto him that can never be cured in his administration. Corruption in this present administration of Nigeria, present one now, is a leprosy that no medicine can be able to cure it. Even River Jordan cannot wash it away from Nigerian government. He tells us people should not lie against him. Who is lying against him? Is he not a liar? Who promised that he give 5,000 naira to students and he did not do it? Is he not a liar? Is himself not a liar that trying to pamper Fulani herdsmen and condemning others? Whatever Fulani herdsmen do, he said they are right. Is he not a liar? A person who performs judgment is a liar. A person who persecutes an innocent soul, is he not a liar? Corruption on the high level is Buhari administration. Then what else he trying to tell Nigerians? I beg, close that chapter. We know whom is whom.
Okay. We have not stopped Nigerians from using Twitter. Federal government tells what?
He's not stopped Nigeria for using Twitter. Is he not the one that said Twitter should be closed in Nigeria?
It's the NCC that said Twitter will be closed.
Okay, NCC.
Federal government said Twitter will be closed, but NCC stops Nigerians from using Twitter.
Okay, that NCC that stopped Nigeria. Okay, if federal government did not say Twitter should be closed, why should those people go and stop it? He give them order. He give them order to stop Twitter usage in Nigeria. If he don't approve it, those people cannot do it. It's according to his order. So he should not come now and tell us he's not the one that stop it. He's not the one that do it. Because he have seen that he cannot stop it. Whether good or not, whether he like it or not, whether good or bad, people will have another device to be using it. Therefore, he have tried all his effort to do everything and discover that to stop Twitter using in Nigeria is a failure to him. Therefore, you have nothing to say. To remove that shame out of his face. They come in now and say, I did not stop anybody not to use Twitter. I mean, I don't know that this man, people in Nigeria have sense. Is it because wherever we push Nigerians, we go there and stay? That we don't mean that we don't have sense. Is it that we are animals? We are cows that he used stick to control. Anyway, I do not blame him. I blame the certain politicians. Because they are the ones that give them the power. The money for them. Frustrating for them. I don't blame them. I don't blame Buhari and his Fulani. I blame non-Fulani in Nigeria that cannot stop on their feet and tell them say no. But this time, this man supposed to be impeached. If he's the real Buhari, Nigeria voted on 2015. He's supposed to be impeached now. Because the government is a failure. The government is full. The government is government of no law, no less. Government cannot respect law. Look at what is happening. From Nnamdi Kanu to Sunday Igbohu, from those Igbohu to agitators, from one thing or the other. When they bring one topic, they want to further that project, and they see that people will against that project, they will bring another thing to cover it. Now, you look at Sunday Igbohu case, is making Nnamdi Kanu case to be dying, be cooling down. When they see that they cannot do it, they will raise another thing again to be making Sunday Igbohu case to be cooling down. One dribbling Nigerians. Because we don't want to rest on the wall and push them back. Push Buhari and his government back. Push Buhari and his Fulani kingsmen back. That's what they're telling us all these trashes.
Any final thoughts, Mr. Abubakar?
My final thoughts, or my final saying to Nigeria is, short, I don't know what to tell them again. Because if the rulers, if the leaders in Nigeria are wise, are sensible, reason with their upstairs, what we are saying here since all these days could give them a change of mind. But they are so satanic, they are so demonic. The evil powers they are using have blocked their heart as it blocked the heart of Pharaoh. And if they don't take time, the rest that swallow Pharaoh will swallow them if they don't repent and do the needful thing. The only needful thing in Nigeria is let everybody go to his own way. Look at this woman, British High Commissioner in Nigeria. That woman, Katrina Lyne. That woman has become another thing. He has become a Jezebel to Nigerians. That woman has become Lord Lugard. He has become Frederick Lugard on a skirt. He's a Frederick Lugard wearing skirts. Exactly the footstep of Frederick Lugard, and whatever Frederick Lugard did is the same thing the woman is repeating. Doing everything in the favor of Fulani. Every ideology, every speech, every report, whatever that woman is doing is for the favor of Fulani Muslims in Nigeria. He don't regard any other tribe again. She don't regard any other tribe again than that people. It seems that they are paying that woman is the payroll of Nigerian government. British is supposed to take him out. They're supposed to recall him and send a person who's supposed to tell the government of British the truth. That's why the British are having problem in Nigeria. Because whatever this woman told them is where they stand.
Okay.
You understand?
Thank you very much, Mr.
Omo Biafra, Onara Gwanora, Onyandiru Babu Chembe Nile, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and I regulate, Ehona Obagon, Shiraka Sopakina Jesus. Long we deliver you Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igbohu, you will go free. Whether you forge your passport or you don't forge your passport, you will go free. Sunday Igbohu did not forge your passport. It was the immigration that forged his passport. Sunday Igbohu is not the one that printed passport. It was what they print and give to him. He requests for new papers, genuine papers, but they give him fake with the collaboration of some agents in Nigeria. Nothing will happen to him. He come out freely. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Oduduwa. Long live Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Mazin Igbohu, Sunday Igbohu. We will come out and have victory over Nigeria.
Biafra win the war. Biafra win the war. Biafra win the war. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okokundem. Yeah, we are moving to the end of bystanders at the newsstands. Don't forget we have a GoFundMe account, and the link will be pasted on our chats. Click on that link and give your widow's mind, contribute to a good cause in Flip TV. We are upgrading our equipment and our services so that we give you a better experience. I'm Christian Chukwu on this edition. The man behind the camera is Mr. Taiwo, a wonderful man. Femi Davis not feeling fine, but will get well very soon. Bye for now. We are on Instagram, Flip TV, and also on Facebook, E247, Instagram. You visit us on Instagram, Flip TV. That's the word for Instagram. On Facebook, E247. Tomorrow we'll be having pundits. And also, we are saying big thank you everyone that has been watching, that also contributed, and also that have given your positive and negative views. Everything is for the good of humanity. Bye for now. Till tomorrow as we come for another edition of the program.